The today topic is data menu bar, connect the data from
Yeah,
other sources.
yeah, yeah,
And in this data, I have also discussed about the Power Query.
yeah,
So first, if you want to link any data Excel to Excel, just like I have type here 250 and I want to link this A1 to K1. So
yeah,
that time we have used the just press the equal and formula just like, and we have linked. And same situation sheet to sheet and file to
yeah,
file. But problem is that
yeah,
maybe in future my data will be increased. That time you have manually increase your formula, then you got the data.
yeah,
Sometime we have not want to get the all data, I want to get the some selected data.
yeah,
So that time we have used the data connectivities.
yeah,
In the data menu bar we have the get data from file. With from file we have the
yeah,
Excel
yeah,
workbook. Select the Excel workbook and
yeah,
wait a few minutes, open the directory and select your
yeah,
Excel file, which file you want to link.
yeah,
Just like we have select the D data,
yeah,
and also we have the different data P also. It's a data P
yeah,
and import. But
yeah,
remember, every time you have connect the one sheet to one sheet. You have never connect the multiple sheet. So need to the select the sheet. When you select the sheet, you have got the data here. But problem is
yeah,
in the my file no have that any data.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
sorry, we have select the wrong data. Uh, 1 second. In the desktop we have some file. I have formatted my PC, so some data is missing. Yeah, this is the data. So we have select the import
yeah,
and we have the many sheets.
yeah,
So you have connect the only for one sheet one time. You have also you select
yeah,
the multiple, the click on the multiple sheets. But multiple sheet when you connect, when you use the relationships, and otherwise you have connect the data, but every sheet to connect to another sheet. So if you have
yeah,
connect the multiple sheets, then multiple data sheet will be added here. So
yeah,
select here. So when you, here is the two options. First load, second the transform. If you
yeah,
click on the load, your data will be connected here and load here. But
yeah,
when you click the transform, your data go to the Power Query, and after then you can load the data. So now we know we have
yeah,
don't want to go to the Power Query, so just click on the load. And also in the load we have the two options, load and load to. So when you click the load, directly your data will be load. But do you want to load with pivots? Do you want to
yeah,
load with only for connections? That time
yeah,
we use the load to. Click on the load to and we have the options. Pivot, do you want to connect with pivot table reports, tables, pivot table reports, pie charts, and only for creations. But I want to the data. That time we have click here and OK.
yeah,
And in the few seconds my data will be loaded here.
yeah,
Now problem is that I don't want to the complete data. I
yeah,
don't want to the some particular column, just like I don't want to the MRP, amount and GST. I want to quantity and total also. And also I
yeah,
want to only for some particular city data. So when you normal
yeah,
connections, you have connect the all data, everything.
yeah,
But I want to one particular data. So that time we have used the Power Query.
yeah,
See, you have also click on the edit. Click the edit, your Power Query will be open it. And also click on the transform when you load the data.
yeah,
So this is the Power Query. So first, I don't want to particular columns. So we have select the columns just like
yeah.
MRP,
We can remove columns. Yeah, remove.
MRP, GST, and amount. So
Yeah.
right click and remove.
Yeah. Remove at the top.
Oh yeah, remove.
Yeah. Yeah.
And right click also, remove here,
Yeah.
remove,
Yeah.
and we have the total here. And now I
Yeah.
want to use the pivot, sorry, particular city.
Pizza.
So we have select the
The city. Yeah.
city, just like Delhi,
Yeah.
Kanpur, Patna, and Udaipur. We have 4 cities.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
click the OK. And now we have load and close. You can see
Yeah.
here your particular data.
Yeah.
It's clear?
Yeah. I'm doing all this now already.
Okay.
Yeah.
But problem is that if you use the conditions, just like we have used the conditions, I want to the Patna, I want to the Kanpur, I want to the city. But problem is that if your mind will be changed, and you want to the next condition. It's like I want to the and I want to the Delhi, only for Delhi. So I want to enter here the city, and which city we have entered, my data will be connected
Yeah. Yeah.
of those cities. So how can?
Yeah.
So in the Power BI, we have not any features like that. Okay. So
Yeah.
every time you have click here, go to the edit and change the conditions.
Yeah.
But my old version have a Microsoft Query. In the Microsoft Query, have a features you have connect the data with parameters. But also in the new versions, when you get the data and see here other sources, this is the
Yeah.
from Microsoft
Yeah.
Query.
Yeah.
Click the Microsoft Query, select the Excel data, and OK. Select your file, which file you have located. So my file is the C drive. Change the drive here, and C drive desktop file 2 is the data 1. Okay, and click the OK. And you have connect the first time, here is the blank, nothing any sheets show here. So that time click on the options and click on the table, system tables. Then you
Shift.
have show the sheets, and we have the sheets. So you have add one by one column, which column you have required and which column you have not required. Okay, and go to the
Yeah.
next. Here is the conditions. I want to particular month column, so we have select the equal and click the just like Jan. And you have also give the multiple condition, but we have give the only for one conditions now.
Yeah.
The next, we will select also sort by, then next, and finish, and OK. Now you have set the data only for January, but problem is this is January. I want to end to have my month. I have check here month and give the Feb. So when you type here Feb, my data will be changed Jan to Feb.
Yeah.
So that time we have need to change my property. So go to the also data and query and connections, right click, properties, definitions. Here is the my SQL query. Okay, so this is the
Yeah.
condition where data month equal to Jan. So
You can refer that cell name.
we have you have want to change to Jan to Feb. Like I want to connect this Jan to my cell address. So we have delete here. Delete this and click the OK. When you click the OK, ask oh, one second. Oh, give the question mark. Sorry, give the question mark. When you give the question mark and press the OK, ask the parameters. Remember, you have entered the question mark from
Yeah.
replace your parameters. Select the
Yeah.
parameters and use the this reference and reference automatically when the value
Yeah.
change, and click
Yeah.
here to fab. Then OK. Now my data connected to this cell. I have type here March, click the March. April, click the April. Okay, do you
Yeah.
understand?
Yes.
So you can also use the MS Office, Microsoft Power Query with the SQL query. Just like you have the multiple data, you want to connect the data, you want to also with summarize the data. This is the overall data, but I want to data summarize with name and quantity. Just like pivot. For this, you use the
Yeah.
pivot. So you have also used the SQL query in the backend side, and your data enter here according to your query. But
Yeah.
one problem here, I have the one data in the matrix format that called pivot format, right? But I want to unpivot the data. Do you want to unpivot the data? Do you have knowledge about the unpivot the data?
Yeah.
You know unpivot data.
Yeah.
Okay, I tell you. Unpivot data. So my data is the matrix format, right? Check here. I want to unpivot data. So what is the unpivoted data? So because I want to sum like all a month want to sum did not use the pivot. When you use the pivot table, you also the data in the matrix pivot format. But I want to convert in the data format. Then
Yeah.
we have used the filter and everything. How can? So like just like we have changed the data. Here type the name, type the month, and just like quantity and sales जो भी part you use the figure. So that time we use the select the name, paste here, month the Jan, copy and paste the Jan here, and select the data, copy and paste here, right?
Yeah.
And same procedure for every column. Click here, select the here, copy, paste here. So this is the unpivot. But when you use the manually, you have to take the time. Okay.
Yeah.
So that time we use the Power Query. Select the data
Yeah.
and go to the data menu bar, get data and other sources. In the other sources, I have from the table and range. Click the from the table and range because I don't want to connect with any files. So we have
Yeah.
used the table range. When you connect the table range, one thing remember, please click on the check the your my data table has a header will be
Yeah.
checked.
Yeah.
Then okay. Now we have used the and your constant column is the name, and
Yeah.
you want to unpivot the both of the column. So select the column which column you want to unpivot and go to the
Yeah.
transform, and this is the unpivot column.
Yeah.
Click the unpivot column. Okay, so here
Yeah.
is the name, here is the attribute, here is the value,
Mm.
and you have changed attribute to just like month here,
Yeah.
and value
Quantity.
it means
Quantity.
quantity.
Yeah.
And now we have click the load and close,
Yeah.
and your data will be unpivot here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
any problem?
No, no, no.
Okay, one thing, we have the multiple file in the folder. I want to collate the data, compile the data. You want to know? Do you have knowledge about the
You
compile
want
the
you
data?
collate. Co- Compare what? I didn't hear you. Compare or consolidate?
Consolidate, sorry, yeah. We have
Consolidate. I'm doing consolidation already.
uh, what feature
Yeah.
you have used?
I consolidate from the folders now.
From the folders, also from the
Yeah.
sheets. In the Power Query, we have the data. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And in the Power, when you click the Power Query, in the Power Query, we have the also the multiple some features, just like you have merge query. We have the two query,
Yeah.
just
Merge
like
and append. Yeah.
merge and append query.
Yeah.
With the relationships, you want to data all data in one by one. You can use the
Yeah.
append query, merge query when you want to link with the both of tables, just like
Yeah.
VLOOKUP type. The
Yeah.
data will be look up, use the relationships. Okay, and also you use the functions here. When
Yeah.
you use the add column,
Yeah.
here is the custom column. In the custom
Yeah.
column, you have used the your formula. Just like
Yeah.
I type here, I want to here amount. So my
Yeah.
quantity, my MRP is the 50 rupees per quantity. So I want to
Yeah.
create the amount. So we have select the quantity and multiply by 50 here.
Yeah.
Then okay. And we have insert the new columns.
Yeah.
And we have the
Yeah.
functions, many functions we have used here, just like if conditions, everything we have used here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, this is the query
Yeah.
functions.
Yeah.
I think you have well know about the Excel, because yesterday also you have tell me the mostly features, and you have
Yeah.
well knowledge about the Excel. So I think Excel course not suitable for you. You have done with the VB and other thing.